The rover trundled across the desolate Martian landscape, its wheels leaving faint tracks in the fine red dust. Each movement was a testament to human ingenuity, a small machine millions of miles from home, exploring a world that had fascinated humanity for centuries. Its cameras, extensions of our own curiosity, scanned the rust-colored terrain with meticulous precision. Every rock, every shadow was recorded and analyzed, feeding our insatiable desire to understand the unknown. Then it happened. A glint out of place amidst the rocks and dust caught the sunlight. It was a moment of serendipity, a chance reflection that hinted at something extraordinary lying just beneath the surface. The rover, following its programmed directives, moved closer. Its sensors and cameras focused on the anomaly, each step bringing it nearer to a discovery that would change everything. What it revealed sent a jolt through the scientific community, a ripple that would soon become a tidal wave of astonishment and disbelief. In mission control, scientists watched in awe as the images streamed in, their excitement palpable. There, half buried in the Martian soil, lay a structure. It was unlike anything seen before on the Red Planet, a silent sentinel from a forgotten time. Not a natural formation, but something clearly crafted, something undeniably artificial. The lines and angles spoke of intention, of design, of a mind at work. The structure was not grand, not a towering edifice of an advanced civilization. It was modest, almost humble in its scale, yet it held an air of significance that belied its size. It was smaller, more intimate, perhaps a dwelling, perhaps a place of worship, its purpose lost to the eons. The intricate details hinted at a culture rich in symbolism and meaning, but its implications were monumental. This was a discovery that would force us to rewrite the history books, to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos. This was not simply evidence of life on Mars. It was a revelation that suggested a complex society had once thrived on this distant world. This was evidence of a past civilization, a human civilization. The implications were staggering, suggesting that humanity's reach had once extended far beyond Earth. The images beamed back to Earth were undeniable. They showed a structure that bore the unmistakable hallmarks of human design, a testament to our ancestors' ingenuity and ambition. The structure, though weathered and partially destroyed, bore the unmistakable hallmarks of human design. The erosion of time had not erased the evidence of its creator's skill and vision. The carvings, though alien in their specific motifs, echoed with familiar patterns found in ancient ruins on Earth. They spoke of a shared heritage, a common thread that linked us to this distant past. The discovery sent shockwaves through the world, shaking the very foundations of our understanding of history, of humanity, of our place in the universe. News outlets buzzed with the revelation, and people everywhere pondered the profound implications of this extraordinary find. Artists began to imagine what life might have been like on ancient Mars. Paintings and digital renderings depicted bustling cities, advanced technologies, and a society that in many ways mirrored our own. Scientists and historians debated the implications of the discovery. How had humans reached Mars? What had driven them to leave Earth? And what had ultimately led to their civilization's decline? Around the world, people from all walks of life engaged in discussions about the find. The discovery had united humanity in a shared sense of wonder and curiosity, reminding us all of the boundless potential of human exploration. Plans for future Mars missions were accelerated. Engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to develop new technologies and strategies for exploring the Red Planet, driven by the hope of uncovering more secrets from our ancient past. The discovery also inspired a new generation of explorers. Children in classrooms around the world learned about Mars with renewed interest, dreaming of one day walking in the footsteps of those ancient pioneers. As humanity looked towards the stars, the echoes in the Martian dust reminded us of our enduring quest for knowledge, our unyielding spirit of discovery, and the timeless connection that binds us to the cosmos. The initial reaction within the scientific community was a mixture of excitement and skepticism. The discovery was unprecedented, and the implications were staggering. Could it be that we had finally found evidence of life beyond Earth? The very thought sent ripples through the halls of academia and research institutions worldwide. Extraordinary claims, as Carl Sagan famously said, require extraordinary evidence. This principle guided the scientists as they embarked on a meticulous journey to validate the findings. The quote served as a reminder of the rigorous standards that must be met before such a groundbreaking claim could be accepted. And this, without a doubt, was an extraordinary claim. The potential discovery of ancient Martian structures was not something to be taken lightly. It demanded a level of scrutiny and verification that few other scientific claims ever required. Scientists around the world pored over the data. They left no stone unturned, no variable unchecked. Every piece of information was analyzed with the utmost care. The data was cross-referenced with previous Martian missions, and new models were created to understand the geological context. They analyzed the images, scrutinized the rover's sensor readings, and debated the geological context of the discovery. The images were enhanced and re-examined, the sensor data was recalibrated, and the geological context was debated in countless meetings and conferences. Skepticism, a cornerstone of the scientific method, was rampant. Every hypothesis was challenged, every conclusion questioned. The scientific community knew that only through rigorous debate and scrutiny could the truth be uncovered. The possibility of instrument error, of a hoax, of a natural formation mimicking artificiality, all had to be rigorously ruled out. Instruments were recalibrated, and new tests were devised to ensure the accuracy of the findings. The possibility of a natural formation mimicking artificial structures was considered and debated extensively. Independent teams with different methodologies replicated the analysis. These teams, working in isolation from each other, used various techniques to verify the data. The goal was to eliminate any bias and ensure that the findings were robust and reproducible. The world held its breath. News of the discovery had leaked to the public, and the anticipation was palpable. People from all walks of life, from scientists to laypersons, waited eagerly for the final verdict. And as each independent verification came back, the skepticism, though still present, began to give way to a hesitant acceptance. The evidence was mounting, and it was becoming increasingly difficult to dismiss the findings. The evidence was becoming too compelling to ignore. Presentations were made, papers were published, and the scientific community began to rally around the findings. The initial skepticism was giving way to a cautious optimism. This wasn't just a single artifact, a single anomaly. The rover had uncovered multiple structures, each one adding to the growing body of evidence. These structures were analyzed in detail, and each one seemed to confirm the initial discovery. As the rover explored further, guided by the initial discovery, it uncovered more structures, more remnants of a lost civilization. The Martian landscape, once thought to be barren and lifeless, was revealing a hidden history. The Martian soil, once thought to be barren, was slowly revealing its secrets. Samples were taken and analyzed, revealing traces of organic compounds and other signs of past life. The soil was telling a story, one that scientists were eager to decipher. Secrets that hinted at a past more complex, more intertwined with our own than we could have ever imagined. The discoveries on Mars were not just about the red planet. They were about our place in the universe. They challenged our understanding of life and its potential to exist beyond Earth. The scientific earthquake had begun, and its aftershocks would be felt for years to come. The news, once confirmed, spread like wildfire across the globe. It was as if the entire world had been holding its breath, waiting for this very moment. The confirmation came not from a single source, but from a coalition of the world's leading scientific institutions, each adding their voice to the growing chorus of astonishment and excitement. What began as hushed whispers in the corridors of scientific institutions quickly became a deafening roar on news channels and social media. The world was captivated. Every news outlet, every social media platform was abuzz with the revelation. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the globe, were united in their curiosity and wonder. The discovery of extraterrestrial life would have been monumental in itself. For decades, humanity had looked to the stars, wondering if we were alone in the universe. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence had been a driving force behind countless missions and research projects, but this was something far more profound. This wasn't just about finding microbial life or even intelligent alien species. This was about discovering a civilization that mirrored our own in ways we had never imagined possible. This was the discovery of another human civilization. The implications were staggering. How could another branch of humanity exist light years away from Earth? What did this mean for our understanding of human history and evolution? Not just life, but our own kind existing elsewhere in the cosmos. The images and data sent back by the exploratory missions were both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. Here were cities, technologies, and even art that bore an uncanny resemblance to our own. The public reaction was a mixture of awe, confusion, and a touch of fear. People gathered in public spaces, glued to their screens, discussing the news with friends, family, and even strangers. The discovery had touched a nerve, stirring emotions that ranged from excitement to existential dread. Religious leaders grappled with the theological implications. Conspiracy theories flourished. Every major religion had to confront the reality of another human civilization. What did this mean for their teachings, their beliefs? Meanwhile, conspiracy theorists had a field day spinning elaborate tales of ancient astronauts and hidden histories. The internet became a breeding ground for speculation, some plausible, some wildly imaginative. Forums and social media platforms were flooded with theories, debates, and arguments. Some claimed this was proof of ancient alien visitations, while others suggested secret government programs and cover-ups. Were we looking at the remnants of a long-lost colony, an ancient offshoot of humanity that had somehow journeyed to Mars? The ruins and artifacts suggested a civilization that had once thrived, but had long since vanished. The questions were endless, and the answers seemed just out of reach. Or was this evidence of a parallel lineage, a branch of the human family tree that had evolved independently on another planet? The scientific community was divided. Some argued for a common origin, while others believed in convergent evolution, where similar conditions led to similar outcomes. The questions were endless, the answers elusive. Every new piece of data seemed to raise more questions than it answered. The scientific community was in a frenzy, with researchers from every field eager to contribute to the unfolding mystery. But one thing was clear. The discovery had irrevocably shifted our perspective. Humanity's place in the universe had been fundamentally altered. We were no longer the sole sentient beings in the cosmos, and this realization brought with it a profound sense of connection and responsibility. We were no longer alone. The discovery had united humanity in a way that few events in history had. People from different cultures, backgrounds, and beliefs found common ground in the shared wonder of this new reality. And more importantly, we had never been alone. The realization that we were part of a larger cosmic family brought a sense of unity and purpose. It was a reminder that, despite our differences, we are all connected by the same stars, the same universe, and now the same extraordinary discovery. The implications of the discovery extended far beyond the realm of science. It struck at the very heart of our cultural and historical narratives. Myths and legends, once dismissed as mere stories, took on a new significance. Tales of ancient astronauts, of civilizations lost to time, of humanity's extraterrestrial origins were suddenly thrust into the spotlight. The discovery challenged our understanding of human identity. Were we truly unique, the sole bearers of consciousness and intelligence in a vast and indifferent universe? Or were we simply one expression of a much grander cosmic drama, a drama that had played out on multiple stages across unimaginable distances? Philosophers grappled with the ethical and existential implications. Historians scrambled to reassess our past, to see if there were any hints, any clues that we had overlooked, any whispers in the annals of time that could shed light on this newfound connection to Mars. The discovery was a cultural earthquake, shaking the very foundations of our collective understanding of who we were, where we came from, and where we might be going.